All right, so this is our review for our very last common assessment, so make sure you're following along. All right, the first one, it says triangle ABC is shown below. What is the measure of angle C in degrees? This is not asking for area, it's asking for us to find the missing angle measure. So remember, all the angle measures should add up to equal 180 degrees. So what I want us to do is we're gonna go ahead and add the 104 degrees plus the 44 and 5/10. Remember, you should be lining up your decimals. If we're not lining up our decimals, we're doing it wrong. So we're gonna add that up, and you should have gotten 148.5. When I do that, though, that's not my answer. We gotta subtract by 180. Gonna borrow, make this a 7, this a 9, this a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. And then 7 minus 4 is 3. So our answer is 31 and 5/10 degrees, or 31.5 degrees. All right, this next shape is a trapezoid. So what do I know about trapezoids? I know that how to find the area is area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height divide by 2. So there's extra information that they're giving me here, and that is the 4s. I don't need the 4s. So base 1 is 22 plus 72 times 40. Then we divide by 2. We first have to do 22 plus 72, which is 94. 94 times 40, divide by 2. Let's go ahead and go off to the side to do the 94 times 40. 0 times 4 is 4. Or 0, my bad. And 0 times 9 is 0. Add an extra 0. 4 times 4 is 16. Carry a 1. 4 times 9 is 36, but I add a 1, so it's 37. So when we add that, that's 3,760. Again, that is still not my answer because I need to divide that by 2. So let's go ahead and divide that by 2. 3,760 divided by 2. 2 can go into 3 one time, so that's 2. And 2 into 17, that's 8 times because it's 16. And 2 into 16 is another 8, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring up that 0. So our answer for this one is that the area of this trapezoid is 1,880 inches squared. All right, next one says the rectangle below shows it cut along the dotted line to form a triangle. What is the area of the triangle in square inches? So if we're looking at this picture, it is trying to confuse us by giving us this extra piece and this extra piece of information. I want to find the area of the triangle. And we find the area of the triangle by doing base times height divided by 2. So my base here is 5. So 5 times 12 divided by 2. Area is, what's 5 times 12? That's 60. And 60 divided by 2, or half of 60, is 30 inches squared. Again, if you got 60 as your answer, you're only doing half of the work, right? You got to make sure you're reading that it wanted the area for the triangle. All right, next one is volume of a triangular prism. What is the volume? It's supposed to say triangular prism again, in cubic inches. So if you remember, our volume formula is area of the base times height. We have to look, and the base is a triangle. So meaning I need to use the triangle formula to solve this. So the base of the triangle is 7 times the height, which is over here, 16, divide by 2, and it is 32 inches tall. So the entire prism is 32 inches tall. So let's go ahead and let's break this up step by step. That we're going to do the 7 times 16, and I'm telling you that 7 times 16 is 112. We're going to divide that by 2, and half of 112 is going to be 56. So now that's not my answer because we have to do 50. All right, we're going to do 56 times 32. We'll do this part together. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry a 1. 2 times 5 is 10, but I add 1, so it's 11. Add a 0. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry a 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. So then when I add that up, 2, 9, 7, 1, our answer is 1,792 inches cubed because we're talking about volume. All right, on to the back. I want to know if these lengths can form a triangle. This is when we do small plus medium has to be greater than large. So the smallest number here is 4 plus 4 has to be greater than 9. And we know 4 plus 4 is 8, so that cannot work. 8 is not greater than 9. Smallest number is 2 plus 7 has to be greater than 8. 2 plus 7 is 9, and 9 is greater than 8. So B is our answer. All right, next one says that a storage container is shaped like a rectangular prism. So I need to know that it's a rectangular prism. The volume of the container is 1,125 cubic inches. The area of the base is of the container is 150 square inches. What is the height of the container in inches? So again, if we remember, volume is area of the base times height. They gave us our volume, which is the 1,125. And I know my area of the base is 150. I am just trying to solve for the height. So we're going to do the opposite of multiplying, which is to divide by 150. So 1,125 divided by 150, we're going to get that it's 7.5. And we're talking about inches. Okay, next one. This is a parallelogram. We should be good at these. So a parallelogram is area equals base times height. Extra information is this 2. I don't need it. Area equals the 1.6 times 4.2. So let's go ahead and set that up. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry a 1. 1 times 2 is 2, but I add a 1, so it's a 3. 0. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, but then I add 2, so it's 6. Add that, move my decimal over 2 times. We should get 6.72 meters squared. All right, next one and last one. The dimensions of the rectangular prism are given in feet. What is the volume of the rectangular prism? So again, volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. The area of the base for this one is a rectangle. So this is 6.75, 3.5. Okay, so we're gonna do the area of the base, which is this bottom part right here. Okay, it's a rectangle. So that means its volume equals length times width times height. So volume equals 6.75 times 8 times the 3.5. So we're going to do 6.75 times 8 first, which you should get that the volume is 54 times 3.5. Now we're going to do 54 times 3.5, which you should get 189 millimeters cubed. Again, take your time, go back and rewatch this video since this is our last common assessment. I want you to